What ultra common trait do you find extremely unattractive in the opposite or same sex? Oh my gosh, I have no money. Spend $300 on jewelry and shit. Anybody who needs to assert what a superior person they are, even if they try to worm it into a compliment. I'm an amazing, discerning person and you meet my standards, you lucky dog. Personal experience has taught me that these people are 1, wrong, and 2, completely exhausting to talk to for very long. When I say I like something, so they tell me they like it too even though they don't. I want to know your actual interests. This is the I have no idea how to connect with opposite sex style of conversation. Very predominant in younger age groups lacking significant experience. Too afraid that a disagreement will make them not like you, so just conform your opinions to match this. Unfortunately it ends up making you look like a doormat. I don't know what to call it, but I will give an example. There was a man in my college language class who was in his 50s. He struggled to catch up with the rest of the class, but he was persistent. And there was this girl in class who would constantly make fun of this man among her friends for being slow and old. Whatever quality she has, I find that extremely unattractive in a person. People that make it a point of pride to tell you that they'll tell you exactly how they're feeling, or that they are as blunt as it comes. These people often confuse truthfulness/honesty with downright rudeness. Also in the same vein, people that never fail to offer their unsolicited opinion in every single situation. I'm the sweetest bitch you could ever hope to meet, but if you come for me, you're going to see a whole new side of me. So you're a cunt then. Got it? Making excuses, or they are never in the wrong. I own up to my mistakes. I make sure to apologize if I'm in the wrong. People who go through life and always have an excuse for the shit that happens to them, or that they do, I cannot stand them. You have not gotten fired from 7 jobs in 5 months because all the managers were shit and jealous of you, Becky. You got fired because you're a shit worker. You are late for every event all the time. Do not come up with a new excuse every time. It wasn't because your dog was sick. You got stuck behind a slow truck. There was traffic. Yes, that stuff happens. It doesn't happen every single day. You are late because you don't care about being here in time. You don't plan accordingly. You don't know why your boyfriend left you. Can't possibly be because you cheated on him. Oh, you didn't cheat on him? I could have sworn I saw you making out with a guy that wasn't him. You don't know what I'm talking about? Yeah, alright. I do not hang out with people like this. I currently work with a man like this. He keeps inviting my husband and I to hang out, and I say no every time. People like this are toxic. Telling me every meticulous detail about their day, which I find interesting, and I'm happy to discuss, but then never asking me about my day or holding any interest in my stories. When I tell them, it just kinda hurts sometimes. Like, I have an interesting life too. Please ask about it, so I feel included. Lack of patience. Getting angry after something frustrates them just a little bit. The attitude of quick anger is annoying, and at times overwhelming. Mind games. Being expected to know or do something without proper communication. Hints at things. If you want something, just use your words and be straightforward. I know it may seem scary if you're not used to it, but it makes things so much nicer in the long run. On the same hand, obligation. If we're seeing one another, I don't want to feel obligated to see you, or like I have to. I want to see you because I want to see you. Edit. It's come to my attention I might not have been clear regarding obligation. I understand my partner has needs and I will indeed gladly provide to fill those needs. But when a partner proceeds to guilt trip me into something, or puts me in a position where I feel I'm not allowed to see my friends or have me time, then it becomes an obligation and no longer a situation where it is mutually enjoyed. I'm a millennial, 25 years old, and I hate it when people promote this I'm awkward, I'm ugly, I just want to eat pizza, I'm petty, I'm a bitch, I'm crazy on the inside, if you date me, I will do X, Y and touch your butt kind of thing. The part that makes it unattractive is when I see memes and statuses like that all over their Facebook when they are nothing like any of that in person. It seems like a fad to me, and I don't like it. Not wanting to admit when they don't know something. I don't know, isn't that hard to say, and not knowing something doesn't mean you're automatically stupid. But pretending to know something when you don't, just tell me that you're an egotistical idiot. Asking for advice when they're really looking for validation. Hey, do you think this is a good idea? No, probably not. Why don't you ever back me up on anything? Trivializing my feelings as overreactions. Edit. I guess I should preface this by emphasizing feelings, not out of control behaviors like throwing tantrums or throwing fruit. That is obviously unacceptable. I'm talking, hey, what you said kinda hurt my feelings, yo, that's honestly not my problem. If you're gonna overreact, I'm not even going to talk to you. Flakiness. At this point, if you flake once without giving a 24 hours notice, and I've known you for less than a month, I'll probably not talk to you again. It's incredibly disrespectful to my time, especially if my plans revolved around you. I understand if shit happens and we have to reschedule, but I literally have had instances where women have cancelled 15 minutes before for some BS reason. Mistreating people in the service industry. When you're being a total asshole to a waiter, or cashier, or fast food employee, it does not make the object of your affection think, wow, he/she is clearly superior to them. I don't care if you're rich, or smart, or privileged. If you treat other human beings as peasants who are beneath you, I just find that so incredibly ugly. Spewing all sorts of men are from Mars, women are from Venus bullshit. Talking about women like they are an alien species that work by a totally different, almost indecipherable set of rules that makes them irrational emotional time bombs. I mean, this is really grade A flirting technique, right? Who doesn't love being reduced to only a negative stereotype? Who wouldn't want to jump on that? Me in this thread. Wow. I hate that one a lot too. And that one. And they're not even scratching the surface about all the annoying behaviors I've got cataloged in the back of my mind right now. Wait a minute, am I picky? Wow. I think I just realized I'm an intolerant jerk. Weird. I don't like the expectation, among some, that different treatment will be given based on their attractiveness. I'm not going to be rude if I don't find you sexy. Also, just because you have a nice face and ample rack, I'm not going to be deferential to you. I treat people according to the interaction. Courtesy and respect exceed all superficial traits. This is more friendship based than romantic. Through my life I have known so many gay people, so many. It really annoys me when a gay person makes their identity about the fact that they are gay. They use it as a shield in lieu of regular conversation or interaction. It's an easy, low-hanging shtick that just bugs me nowadays. That individual gay person may be the only one in his circle who acts that way and thus views it as part of their individuality, but it's a very common way to be. Obsession with sex. If I'm on a first date, I don't know you well enough to be attracted to you. And no, me saying I wouldn't consider sex on the first date in my online profiles is not me playing hard to get. And for the record, there's nothing wrong with sex on the first date. I just can't feel attracted to someone who I don't have some emotional engagement with. I meet a lot of people with some kind of weird moral opposition to holidays and it just exudes selfishness. No, Valentine's Day is not super meaningful. Sure, maybe it's propagated by corporations. Add it to the list of all the other holidays celebrated in a secular fashion, including ones you probably enjoy. So often I find people who are happy to dress up for Halloween, get wasted for St. Patrick's Day, receive birthday presents. But as soon as they reach a holiday where it's expected that they do something for someone else, they're the commercialism police. I don't know, as a non-religious person I think of all holidays as just an occasion to have fun in a themed manner. Some of those themes include romance or presents or cards. Plus I always hear, oh well, I shouldn't need an occasion to give him a special present. It's more meaningful if I just do it because I thought of him some other time during the year. That's a great school of thought, but it only works if you actually do it on occasion. When I meet someone who doesn't want to get his mom a Mother's Day card, even though he knows she'd love one because of the evil corporations, it's just hugely unattractive. Not being interested in current events, but having a really strong opinion, or campaigning your ass off for someone or something when it matters. Like, You can't even name the 3 branches of government, but you are ready to take up arms if your favorite candidate doesn't win? I like hanging out with friends and having fun. Wow, congrats on being a totally normal person. Could you be any less interesting? If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best / I'm a bad bitch / related cliché quotes. So, you're basically just kind of a cunt. Then, why is being a bitch a good thing? So on and so forth. I feel like I'm meeting the same 5 or so girls, but with different faces each time.